Let's talk about 7 financial planning strategies to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And we've talked about these strategies before, and I will continue to talk about them because they don't just apply to the financial planning business, which we'll use as an example of specific business today. They apply to all of our businesses. And I think I should do a couple more segments where we just talk about 7 different strategies you can apply to your business, any business, to help it supersize and grow. First and foremost, you got to know your industry. You got to know your customers. You got to know your ideal and desired customers. You have to know the market, the competition, and where you lie in that, and what makes you special and different, and why people should do business with you. If you don't believe that and know that, nobody else is going to believe it. We want to, specific to the financial planning business, for example, there's 3 key things that you want to do in that industry, and they also apply to our other businesses, right? Our other industries. Diversification of services and offers. Financial planners can offer all types of services: financial planning, legacy planning, long-term, short-term planning, saving for different key events and milestones in life. They can offer a huge range of services, and so can we. Whatever your business is, you probably have a core product or service. But besides that core product or service, listen to your customers. They will tell you everything you need to know if you just listen to them. They will say, okay, well, this was missing from this offer, or I struggled with this. Those are the things that you need to fix or offer other products for in order to grow and build and supersize your business. We want to have a robust risk management plan. This is particularly essential in certain industries, and financial planning business is no different. You want to have systems in place to signal you if something is going to happen that could risk someone's investment, or risk your business in some way, shape, or form. If there's new laws coming out, or if there is actually a cyber risk. There's a lot of things, almost everything in every industry has got some sort of digital footprint now, and we have to always keep in mind security of that information and that data. You know, what would happen if you lost all your data? Unfortunately, I had that happen to me early on in my career in a business I was working for, as computers were just starting to be a thing. And it took me, I think, 2 months plus to recreate and re-input the data because we had a computer failure. And that was before the internet. That wasn't even because of the internet, but the internet makes it a click of a button. Somebody can wipe out a lot of your information. So we need to make sure the proper security and firewalls and things are in place so that doesn't happen. And then finally, client relationships. Do any of our businesses not revolve around our relationships that we create with our clients? Well, they ought to, because it's important. If we don't have customers, if we don't have clients, we don't have a business, right? I can't think of any business that doesn't need customers and clients. If you can think of one, share it in the comments below so we can all work it out together and figure out, well, how do they get away with not having clients or customers? Maybe the government. No, government doesn't. Nothing. I can't think of anything. So what are the strategies besides knowing your market, knowing your industry, knowing your customers, knowing their needs, desires, wants, etc., that we want to have in place for our business so that we can grow and build and supersize it? Innovative strategies. I like to call these innovative strategies to enhance our businesses. This would be first, but second, because you got to do your research first, is leverage technology for effective and for efficiency, for more information, for data, to streamline processes, to automate routine things that can be automated. Doesn't mean we automate everything, because some things should not be automated. Depends on your business what those are. But I know there's things in my businesses that I will not automate. They need either my finger in them, or they need somebody who is dedicated to paying attention to them. They're that key for our business success. Systems and data analysis. We want to be able to use tools that help us do that. And there's dozens and dozens of them nowadays. We want to be able to streamline our processes. I am an absolute positive process person. I'm an engineer by training. And so my brain just thinks analytically and in process step mode, which has served me really, really well. We want to provide value and valuable insights by using technology to capture that for us. AI and machine learning and things, and all kinds of things we haven't even imagined yet, are being developed all the time that if we're creative and open-minded, we can apply them to our business and actually get a competitive advantage because other people aren't thinking it. They're not doing it. They're just doing what everybody else in the industry is doing. And decision making. I got I can't read my writing, but something about decision making. And I will say one of the skills that if you develop it and are good at it, that will serve you really well throughout your life as well as your businesses, is to be a good decision maker. Have a decision making process that you use and you teach other people to use, so you're all on the same page. And that will help you, again, make decisions faster, streamline your processes, and give you a competitive advantage. Our third strategy is digital marketing, of course. I think you'd have to make a pretty strong argument for not wanting to have any kind of a digital presence these days. I think that the internet and the world of the internet is so ingrained in us now. I look at my granddaughters and I'm like, they can do things that I still don't get or understand with technology because they're born with it. They're not born using it, but at early age, they start to become accustomed to knowing how to do things. And I think they're the ones that the things are designed for, they just intuitively know what to do. Doesn't work for some of us older people. But we want to, of course, consider SEO optimization. We want to have a content creation and content strategy to do content marketing. We want to have social media engagement and social media marketing. I think, again, social media was iffy for a while, whether that would be something that people use to grow and build and supersize their businesses. But nowadays, if you don't have a social media presence, if you don't have a website, if you're not online, if you're not ranking high enough in search engine results, you're just going to lose. You're going to miss out because somebody else is going to be there, and they're going to be the people that capture the customers that are looking for a solution right now and first and fast. And if you're not there, you're kind of out of the game from a competitive advantage standpoint or from a competition standpoint. And maybe you're cool with, hey, I just want to be on, I don't want to have a ton of business. I just want to have X number of business or X size business. And if that works for you, great. But if you really want to grow and build and supersize, which are the people I work with, you want to have a digital presence and a digital marketing strategy. Fourth, client-centric approach. I harp on this one a lot because I know how powerful it is. And I think if we're paying attention in our industry, we see how powerful it is as well. One of my friends posted yesterday about scams and things in the digital world, and I absolutely agree. Or people that are just flash and dash. Those things are out there, so you have to be aware. But they're also not creating things that are client-centric. They're creating things, and you can see through those after you've been around a while. But so, for example, in the financial planning business industry, personalized financial solutions that are tailored specifically to the individual. We can do this in our businesses as well, right? And that can be a high level offer that we have because we probably aren't going to do it for all of our customers, but there are a percentage of the people that we work with that know, love, and trust us and want us to help them more than we have a package for or a course for or a group coaching program for. We want to be able to offer that level of service to people. That's why we see masterminds and things out there, because there's a percentage of people that want hands-on help and they want to be walked through the process in order to be successful. Regular communication and feedback, critical. I am mind blown at the businesses that, sometimes these are just digital businesses, that don't care about their customers' feedback at all. I would not call that client or customer centric, in my humble opinion. There's got to be a mechanism, and you can totally automate the mechanism for receiving feedback. And for a lot of things, you can automate the responses as well and the actions as well. Things that happen a lot in your business or in your industry, you can automate the response or if you get a lot of returns for a certain product or something, you can automate the process of crediting people and thanking them for the feedback. But you also need to have a human being that's actually looking at that feedback, looking at the results of the information that's coming in so that you can incorporate that into your products and services. That is being customer centric. Fifth, we want to think about strategic partnerships and networking. Again, building strategic alliances is incredibly effective and great way to grow and build and supersize your business, especially if you want to do it quickly. Again, with all of the discussion that we've had previously and will continue to have about picking the right strategic partners. This applies to influencers or people we hire. It applies to everything and everybody in every relationship in our business. We want to build strategic alliances, but we want to build the right ones, and we want to continue to network and do professional development. Sixth, I think this is sixth, financial planning business metrics. Well, we need metrics for all of our businesses, right? If we're not tracking key performance indicators, KPIs, as they've been known for, most of my career, for measuring success and growth, we need to be paying attention to the numbers that matter and the numbers that are most important to us. Client acquisition rates, assets under management, for example, in the financial planning business, profitability. I don't know about you, but that's my main one. I'm looking at how profitable is this business. Some businesses I look at daily, some businesses I look at weekly, some businesses we monitor monthly. There's a couple that we only monitor like quarterly because they're just little trickles or really small businesses, and we've kept them small intentionally. And seventh, which I guess this would be sixth or seventh. I'm sorry, I've lost count of my numbers. Regular financial audits in the financial planning business to make sure that we're on course. I am a lover of audits, probably because I grew up in the quality field, and we did a lot of audits, meaning we checked in and we checked everything to make sure from a quality standpoint we were on the right track. And we would do them whenever we had a material change or whenever we had an outside agency coming in to audit us, or if we hadn't done one, at least semi-annually, we did audits. And we still do those in the businesses that I run and work for. We want to embrace continual improvement. I don't know how to help people understand the power of continually improving, growing, adjusting, being flexible. In a world that's always changing, we need to be continually improving and growing and flexible. Feedback and adaptation. We need to get feedback. We need to start embracing and loving feedback, whether we're an individual or a business, and adapting and changing when it makes sense to do. Again, we always have to take into account the source of the feedback and the validity of the feedback, and if it's something that we can do. I don't know about you, but I don't like it when people give me feedback on something I cannot change. Wow, you have a big nose and funky eyes. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I am not going to change that. I'm not getting plastic surgery, and my eyes are what they are right now. And then finally, training and development. Again, that's continuous learning, continuous improvement to me, and professional and personal development. And our last one is start to adopt sustainable business practices. Like I've said before, I grew up in the manufacturing world. I love manufacturing. It's just in my heart. I love to see how things are built. And I love that one of my granddaughters has the same propensity. But sustainable is ethical and transparent practices. Are you being ethical, moral? I'm saying you can be moral and ethical and transparent in your business practices. I don't know why you'd want to hide them. Why do you want, unless you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, right? And if it's something you think you have to hide and you're not going to be ethical and transparent about, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. Just don't do it, right? If you want to say something mean, just don't say it. Just keep it in your head, right? And then sustainable initiatives, things like, I remember early on in corporate America, we would save paper. We would recycle and reuse paper. And that was a big push. That was a long time ago now, early 2000s. But things like that, conserving resources, water. And again, I love manufacturing because manufacturing has always been on the leading edge of how can we eliminate waste? How can we reduce? How can we reuse, renew, recycle, repurpose? How can we read something? And so that is just kind of inherent in my thinking these days. All right, that's all I've got today. Love to know your take on it. If you're in the financial planning business, hit us up and share in the comments below the strategies that are most important to success in your business, because we can learn from other people from different industries to supersize and grow our businesses as well. All right, have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.